That's right, the 6,000 year period that God prophesied in the Bible is ending in 2030. Genesis chapter 6, verse 3. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. That is talking about Jubilees. One Jubilee equals 50 years. 120 Jubilees equals 6,000 years. This is God's prophecy of a 6,000 year period from the fall of Adam to the return of Jesus Christ. As we know it, the second coming. That is what Genesis 6:3 is saying. Not only there, but in the 6 days of creation, God showed us this 6,000 year period, because a day is as 1,000 years. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Jesus showed us in the 6 days of creation, the 6,000 year period, and the 7,000th year, or the seventh day, is the 1,000 year millennium reign of Jesus Christ. And everything that surrounds the number 6 also tells us a story, because 6 is the number of man. The sixth element on the periodic table of elements is carbon, which man is made of, and the atom, or atom, get it, atom, that man is made of, it consists of 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons, 666. One thing that you have to remember is that this 120 Jubilees, or 6,000 years, starts from the fall of Adam. Not from the creation of Adam, but from when God's spirit started contending with man's spirit. This was at the fall. And I believe Adam fell at 30 years old. That is why Jesus Christ started his ministry at 30 years old. And that is why Judas sold Jesus out for 30 pieces of silver. These are all clues as to tell us when Adam fell. That is why the end is 2030, not the year 2000. Because if we started from the year 0, 6,000 years ago, then the year 2000, Y2K, remember that? That would have been it. But Adam didn't fall when he was created. Adam fell 30 years later, I believe. And Jesus is showing us this, starting his ministry at 30. He is reversing everything that Adam did. Now, the rapture is 42 months prior to the end, which is 2025. Remember the man-child. Always remember Revelation chapter 12. The man-child, which is the body of Christ. Match Revelation 2, verses 26 and 27, with Revelation 12, verses 4 and 5. The ones who are to rule with the rod of iron over all nations are the overcomers. And of course, that includes Christ, because Christ is in us, the hope of glory. And he said, I have overcome the world. So he is also the overcomer. So it is the man-child that is caught up 42 months prior to the end. This is 2025. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, 2029 is actually the year that it would land on 42 months after 2025. And you are correct. And the reason that he does come back in 2029, even though 2030 is the end, is because remember what he said. He cuts the time short. That is what he is doing. 2029 is the Shemitah year, which is the year of release. So again, yes, 42 months from 2025 lands you technically in 2029, which is when Christ comes back, it would because he cuts the time short. And that is the year of release, the Shemitah year. Every 7 years, you have a Shemitah year. And for final and complete confirmation that what I've told you is true about the 6,000 year period is there are 6 days of creation, right? Well, there's 24 hours a day. 6 times 24 is 144. That number looks familiar, correct? But it gets even deeper than that because the 6 days are actually 6,000 years, right? Days has 1,000 years to the Lord. 6,000 times 24 is 144,000. And we all know that number, right? Revelation chapter 7, when the 6th seal is opened and there are 144,000 Israelites sealed in their forehead with the seal of God. Revelation is the end, and the 6 days of creation are the beginning. This is how God declares the end from the beginning. Isaiah 46:10.